Caleb on the inside. The 23 of Pumper making his way up into third position. Then we have the 97 of McPherson and Talia Ahern back there as well. So Talia and Charlotte back there at the rear of the field. Morgan looks to make a pass down the inside out of turn 4. Gets the power of the big, I think it's a Corolla down as they go down the front straightaway. The Carlos Lincoln still on the outside. Morgan's down the inside. Lincoln up high. Morgan's with a drive down low as they come down the back straightaway. Morgan's pulled about a 3-car length. Break on the Caleb Lincoln car. Lincoln swaps to the inside, loses a bit of ground. Morgan's still got it under control. Back in third position is Jamie Pumper. And battling out at the rear though is Charlotte McPherson and Talia Ahern. But having a ding-dong battle up the front though, it is the 84 there of Courtney Meekins and the 8 of Caleb Lincoln. Lincoln looking for a fast way through turn 3. Closes the gap up there on Meekins. Meekins makes a way past Ahern. To have the 8 there of Lincoln on the outside of Ahern down into turn 1. Coming up on the 97 there of Charlotte McPherson as well. But Meekins to the outside of Lincoln. Being chased hard by the 8 of Caleb Lincoln there in second. Then back to the 23 of Pumper, the 97 there of Charlotte McPherson and Talia Ahern. So out the front though, it's Caleb Lincoln looking for a different line through turns 1 and 2. As they come around, it's Meekins being put under pressure there by Lincoln. Still Meekins holding on down the back straightaway. Lincoln looking for a line down the inside on Meekins out of turn 4. Swapped in behind, but out in the lead though it's Meekins from the 8 there of Caleb Lincoln. Lincoln to the outside this time through turns 1 and 2. Can't get the job done. Pumper, Jamie Pumper that is, holding down a comfortable third. It's the 8 there of Caleb Lincoln looking to swap down the inside of Meekins this time out of turn 4. Still can't get the power down the inside. It's Meekins from Lincoln back to Pumper. Then it's a battle at the rear from the 4 of Talia Ahern. And the 97 there of Charlotte McPherson. McPherson down the inside of Ahern. Doesn't want to finish last tonight. So it's Lincoln out in front from Ahern gets it all wrong. So Bacon leads them away. Shellcraft gets away though. Florimel through and Campbell. But the Crawford up a few positions there as well. So it's Shellcraft in the lead from Florimel. Then back to the 50 there of Jason Crawford. Campbell. Perry working his way up into 4th position. Gets out wide in the loop. But it's Luther Shellcraft going more than clean set of heels at the moment. So Shellcraft from Florimel. Then back to Crawford. Working his way through the field though is the 55 there of Trevor Perry. As they come around, it's Lisa Shellcraft. Travis Florimel down the inside there of Shellcraft. Shellcraft fighting back though. The 50 of Jason Crawford in there as well. Trevor Perry holding down a good 4th position there as we come down the back straightaway. Perry moves up to 3rd. It's Crawford on the outside though. But Shellcraft holding them all up at the moment. There's the 81 of Florimel. Perry looking for a run right around the outside as they go down the front straightaway. Perry moves up into 2nd position. May actually come out in front down the back straight. It's Florimel and Perry. So power Shellcraft, a blocking manoeuvre there on Perry. Perry right out high in the loose stuff, gets the power down though. Shellcraft having a go down the front straightaway. Lisa Shellcraft holding out from Trevor Perry. Perry makes his way around the outside. Then it's the 81 there of Florimel, pounding Shellcraft all down the straight. And then we go back to the 50 of Jason Crawford. Then the Paul Perry is throwing a one. But Trevor Perry finishing off how we went last night. So it's Perry out in the lead from Shellcraft. Then back to Florimel. Then back to Crawford. Then Perry again. Then back to Campbell. It's Campbell. Then Fowler. Shellcraft coming under pressure from the 81 there of Travis Florimel. This time through. Florimel looking for a run down the inside of Shellcraft out of turn 2. So it's still Shellcraft holding on from the 81 there of Travis Florimel. Showing them all how it's done though out in the lead is the 55 of Trevor Perry. So Shellcraft, Florimel, Crawford coming into the argument now as well. Crawford looking to get a run down the inside of Florimel, this time down the back straightaway. Crawford up into third position. Moves up onto the back of Shellcraft. Florimel back to fourth. Then we go back to Perry. Then it's Campbell. Then Fowler. Then the 37 there of Bacon as well. And the 52 there of Sean Denning bringing up the rear. But very good drive there from the 55 in Trevor Perry. Good drive from Lisa Shellcraft. Yeah, they should get a start. There we go. They're away. Robinson leads away from McPherson. McPherson back there in second. Then the 25 of Damien Barton. Roberts gets it all wrong over in turn 4. Turn 2. So it's the 97 of Edwards out of McPherson. Out in the lead. Being chased by Daniel Barton. Then back to the 21 there of Chevy Edwards in third position. Chevy Edwards looking for a run down the inside as they come down the back straightaway. Can't get it done. McPherson. Then the 25 there of Barton. Edwards. Then back to the 12 of Brooke Edwards. 23 out there as well of Hucker. Then back to Robinson. Robinson slipped backwards through the field as we spoke, but coming under pressure. Out in the lead is the 97 of Edwards, coming under pressure from the 25 of Barton down the inside. Gets it all right from the front straightaway. So it's Edwards loses 2 places in one corner. Out in the lead though is Barton, back to Edwards, then back to McPherson. Then coming under pressure is the other Edwards car. It's well and truly out in the lead though. The 25 of Daniel Barton. Chevy Edwards in second. Tim McPherson third. Back to Brooke Edwards. Then the 23 there of Brendan Hucker. Robertson. Then back to the 14 there of Zach Calderwood. Well and truly under control out in the lead though is Daniel Barton. Then back to Chevy Edwards. McPherson coming into the clutches of Brooke Edwards as we come out of turn 2. Then it goes back to the 23 of Brendan Hucker. With it all under control out in the lead though is Daniel Barton. Chevy Edwards. Brooke Edwards down the inside of McPherson. McPherson gets the foot down the front straight away. McPherson can't quite get turn 4 right. But out in the lead, who's got nothing wrong, is Daniel Barton there. Chevy Edwards second. McPherson getting followed up by the back markers. As they come around, it's Brooke Edwards. Then the 23 of Brendan Hucker. McPherson, then Robertson. away past the Tim McPherson car. With about half a lap lead though, is Daniel Barton from Chevy Edwards. Back to Brooke Edwards. Brendan Hucker back there in third. Robertson looking to come down the inside of McPherson. Can't get the job done that time through. One lap remaining as they come around. The leader picks up the white flag. Edwards still in a comfortable second. Back to Brooke Edwards in third. Brendan Hucker in fourth. Tim McPherson back there in fifth. Robertson putting pressure on him down the inside. But having no trouble at all is Daniel Barton out in the lead. Chevy Edwards second. Then the 12 there of Brooke Edwards. Then the 23 of Brendan Hucker. Tim McPherson back there in fifth. Robertson. Then back to the 9 there of Vermeulen. And the 14 of Calderwood.
The 16. Into the main straight to the white line. The green lights are activated. They're away. Good start by Kane McDermott. Adam Wilson moves into second place as they head up the main straight. Got one car coming right up the inside. That's Trevor Mills. He's got past about 6 cars. Mark Jennings is further back in the field. So go down the back straight. So Trevor Mills has made great progress. Our race leader is Kane McDermott. Mills in second place as they move out of 3 and 4 the first time. McDermott, Mills, third place is Cunningham, back to Adam Wilson, then the 25 of Lindsay Clapham, Mark Jennings back in 6th, as Trevor Mills looking to get underneath of Kane McDermott as they head out of turn number 2. Trevor Mills on his home track looking for a way through on McDermott from Western Australia. Out of Pitts Bend, gives him hip and shoulder, so straightens him up a bit. McDermott's still in front. Mills comes to the outside, so too Cunningham. And Mills and Cunningham go around the outside of McDermott. McDermott has gone back to third place. The yellow lights have come on, and the steward is not happy early on in proceedings. Chief Steward is Peter Ahern in his first national title, and he has been working overtime. Around the cone they come. We'll watch the progress from the back of Trevor Mills. McDermott leads. They're back to Cunningham. Wilson in third place. Lindsay Clapham, Mark Jennings, Mel Paul, Craig Orchard, James Hodak, and Trevor Mills. Mills has passed the 18 of Orchard already. So head down the back here at Wahgunyah. Out in front, it's Kane McDermott, the leader. Second place, Cunningham. Battle further back in the field for third, fourth and fifth place. Third is still Wilson, Clapham, Jennings. Mills now comes up to the outside of Mel Paul. So go up into the top turn, turns 1 and 2. This massive venue. Battle for third place is still where it's all at. Jennings coming underneath of Clapham now. So Mark Jennings from South Australia goes into fourth. Trevor Mills is coming back. He's already up underneath of Clapham. That's for fifth and sixth. Moves into fifth place. Jennings moves into third underneath of Wilson. And Trevor Mills might be steaming under the helmet, but he's back to fourth place. He's up behind Jennings. Out in front though, Kane McDermott leads. Down the back section, second place is Cunningham. Jennings third, Mills fourth, back then to Adam Wilson in fifth place. Clapham, then Hodak. Eighth place at this stage will be Mel Paul and Craig Orchard. That time around there was a 25.874 second lap. For those who are questioning the distance here, it's 864 metres as Mills tries to get underneath of Mark Jennings. Jennings and Mills, two wily old campaigners. Mark Jennings trying to make Hawaiian shirts fashionable once again, goes back to fourth as Trevor Mills goes into third. Smoke starting to come out of the Cunningham car in second place. So we've got 7 laps to go, the opening heat of the afternoon. And Cunningham is starting to ail significantly. I suspect he won't finish the distance. So Mills in third, back then to Jennings. Clapham fifth, and Wilson sixth, Hodak, Paul and Orchard. Half a dozen laps left to go. National title heat number 16. Cunningham's car hailing lap by lap. The smoke getting whiter and whiter. It's a matter of time. Mechanical defect flag, I think, might be the next one coming out. Mills in third place. No, Cunningham's out. He's gone. He's gone infield. So come out of 3 and 4. McDermott out in front. Mills back to second place. Third place is Jennings. Then in fourth place it's Clapham. Fifth place is Adam Wilson, then Hodak. Their race leader has them spread out like Brown's cows in this one with 4 laps to go. McDermott running on rails. That was a 25.988, has 4 laps to go. Mills, then Jennings. Back in fourth place is Clapham. Then Wilson, Hodak. Mel Paul is next, and Craig Orchard. No change in the order. Here comes Kane McDermott. Into the main straight with 3 to go. McDermott went into this final qualifying heat sitting in 6th position. After this heat, he'll temporarily be on top of the ladder, getting 36 points. He'll finish on 117 at the end of this. Mills still second. A long gap to Jennings in third. Same gap back to Clapham. 2 to go. Trevor Mills has just done the quick lap of the race, but he'll have to put the car into warp speed to catch McDermott from here. The margin is over 4 seconds. As the officials downstairs go for the white flag. Heat 16. About to come to an end with 1 to go. Mel Paul retires. Mills in second place, back in third place, Mark Jennings. Then we've got Clapham, then Wilson, Hodak and Orchard. And apart from 5th and 6th, placings won't change. So he comes out of turn 4 the final time. Put your hands together for Kane McDermott, who wins heat 16 of the national title. Into the main straight he comes. A faultless performance. Slowed down in the last lap, but it was well clear. Mills in second place. Mark Jennings will be third. Good drive by Trevor Mills after going to the rear. Clapham is fourth. Back then to Wilson, Hodak, and Orchard is the last one to complete the distance. No time for the race due to that one stoppage. The margin was 3.161, and the quick lap was by Trevor Mills.
All righty. Another very good drive there, Kane.
Yeah, mate, we're absolutely stoked to finish our last heat race like that. So puts us in good stead come that feature time. So yeah, absolutely stoked, mate.
Yep, no worries. A little bit of a tangle with a couple of cars over there in coming out of turn 4, and you know, not sure what went on.
Nah, yeah, I knew Millsy would be coming pretty hard from the back, but probably a bit unlucky to get sent rear there, a bit of a racing incident. But look, luckily we weren't too disadvantaged, and yeah, we'll go hard in the feature now.
Yes, well, good luck, and good luck in the feature.
Thanks, mate. Cheers to everyone watching home.
Heat 17 of the national title. Good start. Laidlaw. On the outside, Rod Massara's going the outside run. Stuart Fawcett's decided the inside run's the way to go. Laidlaw's gone wide down there in turn number 1, and Rod Massara has taken the lead after starting from position number 8. Already in front after half a lap. Coming up on the outside now is Stuart Fawcett to go into third place. Matt Vickery back to 4th. So out in front, Rod Massara from Western Australia. Laidlaw, Fawcett, 3 of the big names going into this race are 1, 2 and 3 at this stage. Chris Pagel's about to make it the first for us now. Laidlaw goes back to third place as Fawcett has gone into the second. So Stephen Laidlaw did say to us before the race he didn't want to do anything too silly because he's confident he'll be starting on the front row regardless because of his points tally. And out in front at the moment, it is car number 12 of Rod Massara making all the running at this stage. Second place Fawcett, then Laidlaw. Back in fourth place is Chris Pagel as they head out of turn 2 and back down the back straight. 200 metre back straight it is too, a very long one. The race continues after that. Wayne Burke is fifth, and Vickery, Manning, Usher, back then to Gemma Laidlaw, and the 13 to Karen Bailey. Rod Massaralo leads by Carling. Back in second place, Stuart Fawcett. Her dramas last night. Fawcett comes underneath the Massara. It's a 200-metre drag race down the back straight at Wahgunyah Speedway. Massara pokes the nose back in front out of Pitts Bend. On the low side is Stuart Fawcett. Fawcett and Massara side by side, door handle to door handle. Up the main straight once again, and Stuart Fawcett hits the front. Back in third place, right behind the pair of them, is Stephen Laidlaw and Chris Pagel. The rest of them are fair way back, headed by Wayne Burke. But it's a four-way go here. We're still 7.5 laps left to go. It's Stuart Fawcett out in front by Carling from Rod Massara. Third place is Stephen Laidlaw, then Chris Pagel. They're well cut and clear of everybody else. Back in fifth place, it's Wayne Burke. Sixth, seventh and eighth is for District 2. Usher's underneath the Vickery, and both of them went underneath the Manning as they head into the back straight once again. 6.5 laps left to go. Fawcett by a couple of Carlings. Massara comes back at Fawcett. 2 Carlings back, then in third place to the 3 car of Stephen Laidlaw. Heat number 17 is a pretty good one. 4 of the top drivers all engaged together. Though the lead 2 have got away from third and fourth. Massara and Fawcett, they've cleared away from Laidlaw and Pagel. Into Pitts Bend they go again. Fawcett by a car length over Rod Massara. Laidlaw by a car length over Chris Pagel. The margin past us was .580. Rocket Rod Massara has won the national title a couple of times. He's never won a state title. He's up behind Stewie Fawcett. Down the back straight they go again. Laidlaw still just ahead of Pagel as Massara has another look underneath of Fawcett. Fawcett with a mean line out of 4 will lead them back up the main straight with 4 to go. Fawcett does a 25.7. So too does Massara. So too does Laidlaw, and so too does Pagel. And Pagel goes underneath of Laidlaw. Chris Pagel now goes into third place. Laidlaw on the outside of him. Down the back straight once again. Out of Pitts Bend come our leaders though. Laidlaw and Pagel getting hooked up in Pitts Bend as well. Fawcett still out in front, Massara in second. Pagel and Laidlaw. Laidlaw's gone back to 4th place. He may not want to be in 4th after Kate McDermott's win. It's going to be an interesting old points tally at the end of this one with Laidlaw dropping to 4th. Out of turn 4 they come again. There'll be 2 to go this time around. What has Rod Massara got for Stuart Fawcett? Fawcett seems to be doing the better of the battle. Pagel. Oh, Massara's got trouble. Massara has problems in car 12. He wants to finish this one. He's still clear of 5th place at the moment, but it's slowing dramatically. The gears are gone, and there they go either side of him. Laidlaw's back in 2nd place. On the inside is Chris Pagel. Every point is vital here. 1 lap to go. Stuart Fawcett's home and hose. Laidlaw's back in 2nd and almost certainly now a front row starter. Rod Massara's just chonking up the main straight. He's going to go back to 5th. He's probably going to finish 7th or 8th by the end of it. Stuart Fawcett though leads down into turn 3 and 4 the last time, and Stuart Fawcett will take the win. Fawcett first home. Stuart Fawcett first, Stephen Laidlaw second, and we'll start the national final from pole. Pagel third. 4th place is going to be Wayne Burke, and will Rod Massara get home? He does. Shuts it off now, finishes in 5th. 6th place, Lindsay Manning. Back in 7th is Ray Usher. Back in 8th place is Brett.
All righty, very good drive, Stuart.
Oh, thanks very much. I can't tell you how much we needed that after losing our third heat last night. I've got to thank Richard Cook and his old man. They've lent us their alternator to get us going again tonight, and had to pick a battery up in town this morning. Just got a lot of people to thank, and that rewards it.
Very good drive there. You held off Steve Laidlaw there. Sort of Rod Massara was back there as well until he had a problem with the gearbox, I think.
I don't know. Once I got past Rod, I just tried to keep me bum up and go.
Yeah, you did a very good job of that. So well done and good luck for the final.
Thanks very much. Hello at home.
To the main straight they come behind Charlie Ball. Away and racing. Up the main straight the first time. Bunting's gone back a few spots. Keel Rosevear trying to find his way around the outside. Wes Barnes is in that group as well, going okay. He comes underneath of Downs. Downs and Barnes second and third. Now Downs comes underneath of Charlie Ball and takes the lead. Barnes is right there also as they move out of 3 and 4 the first time. So out in front, it's Steve Downs, Ball, Barnes, Aldridge, Tim Green, the national champion. They're in 5th place. As I mentioned earlier, he needs more than divine intervention to make the A main. He won't be able to, but he'll be trying to get as many points as he can to start in the B main. Comes underneath of Wes Barnes. Back there in 5th place, Stephen Aldridge. So they come up the main straight. Behind them is Keel Rosevear, then Boardman and Barklam. Further back then to Hutchison, and then Bunting is there 3 wide going out of turn number 2 for 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. And the one making the moves now is the national champion Tim Green. Now he's got into 2nd place. Let's see what he can do in the A1 car. Can he catch Steve Downs? With still 9 laps to go. Downs, Green, back then to Ball. The 36 car in 4th place is Aldridge from Victoria. Wes Barnes is up there along with Keel Rosevear. Boardman 7th. Now the margin was 1.8 seconds the last time by between 1st and 2nd. They'll come up with 8 laps to go. Plenty of time on this massive track. Into the main straight. Downs crosses the line. The margin has been cut to 1.4. So Green has taken 0.4 of a second out of the winning margin in that 1 lap. Ball back in 3rd, then Aldridge, Barnes, Keel Rosevear in 6th. A gap back then to Boardman in 7th. So another car's in trouble. Front left has gone and Aldridge's car collapsed completely. Yellow lights have come on. He's got the car off the track. And again, the front end has collapsed on the 36 car of Stephen Aldridge. And we'll have an 8-lap restart. Rosevear, Boardman, green lights back on, we're underway. And Tim Green did not allow Steve Downs 1 iota of room there, right on his back bumper as they went past us. And Tim Green will be looking for an opportunity here to pass Steve Downs as they go down the back straight. And Downs opens up a car length lead. They're clear of Barnes in 3rd place. Rosevear looking to go underneath the ball. That's for 4th and 5th. So they come into the main straight. The national production sedan title here at Wahgunyah in Victoria. 7 laps to go. Great battle for 4th through 8th at the moment. But out in front, Steve Downs has the measure of Tim Green for the moment. Back then to Wes Barnes in 3rd. So come out of Pitts Bend, there'll be half a dozen to go. Downs has run a little bit wide. Green has got a good run out of turn number 4. And closes the gap somewhat up into turn 1. Downs by a car length again on Green. Barnes in 3rd place, back to Rosevear in 4th. Then Ball, Barklam, then Hutchison. Barklam goes under Ball as Green looks to go underneath of Downs and spins him out. Oh dear. And then spins in front of the traffic. And we've got a yellow light. And the national champion is in more trouble than he knows what to do with at the minute. Turn 4 they come. Back underway, Steve Downs leads Wes Barnes up the main straight. First time on this restart. Back in 3rd place is Keel Rosevear. Now Rosevear started from 4. He's up to 3. There's been a couple of movers in the race. Wes Barnes started out of 5. He's up to 2nd. So we move out of turn number 4 and back into the main straight once again. Our race leader, Steve Downs has 5 laps to go. Clear of Barnes, Rosevear. Back then to Ball, Barklam and Hutchison. Action is for second and third now, so they come out of 3 and 4. A race leader comes past us with 4 to go. Downs, Barnes, Rosevear, Ball, Barklam, Hutchison, Portman. That's the order of the field. So head down the back straight. A bit dramatic this race. It's coming to its conclusion. 3 laps to go. And Steve Downs looking to start on possibly the front row of the national final. In fact, he probably will do after this result. So no change with the order. So I say that Hutchison goes underneath the Barklam, goes into 5th. Barklam to fight back on Hutchison. The first 4 are clear though. And there'll be 2 laps remaining in heat number 18. Up the main straight they come once again. Downs leads by 1.3 seconds over Barnes. Same margin to Rosevear. Ball, Hutchison, Barklam and Portman. And back then to Heath Bunting with Tim Green and Stephen Aldridge watching the concluding stages from the infield. White flag comes out, we're homeward bound. Heat 18 out in front. No change in the order. Downs, Barnes and Rosevear. Back then to Ball, Hutchison. 6th place is Barklam and then Boardman. And Bunting having a Sunday drive on a Saturday afternoon. At the tail of this one, checkered flag is coming out. Put your hands together for Steve Downs. Out of turn number 4, he'll start on the front row of the national final, courtesy of a win. Barnes will be 2nd. Rosevear 3rd. 4th is Ball, then Hutchison, Barklam, Boardman, and rounding out the field is Heath Bunting.
Alrighty, very good drive there, Steve.
Oh, I don't know, it was a bit rough looking the car, but you know, I think I might have got away with that one and just sort of come in the clean a bit, thinking Greenie, I think, just give me a tap to send me around, but a win's a win, and you know, just need to go and change it a bit now. I think the track's a bit different to last night, just tighten it up a bit or do something and just have a look. But yeah, just want to thank my sponsors, Lismore Engine Rebuilders, Hillside Auto Dismantlers, Marcel Motorsport for the car, Burson's Auto Parts, Philip Hunter Smash Repairs, and all the guys that have helped me get this thing together.
No worries, well done, Steve, and good luck for the final.
Thank you.
Racing in heat number 19. Up the main straight they go the first time. And our race leader is under pressure immediately. Ross McLean from McAllister and Snowden. Snowden and McLean into turn number 3. Still side by side. So this is going to be trouble. Only one car got him in the end, and that was Brent Croker, who's put a hole in the side of his car as well. Go side by side. So head down the main straight once again. Our race leader is Snowden. As they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight, Snowden has got the better of McAllister. They move down into turn 3 and 4. Oh, Selena Jennings has a flapping bonnet. So move into the main straight. And Selena Jennings still has the flapping bonnet at the moment. As they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Now moving into 3rd place is that of Mills. They come out of turn number 4. Snowden out after McAllister. McAllister, Snowden, Mills, back then to Jennings in fourth. Hutchison, Harrison, as they move down the back straight once again. Our race leader is that of McAllister, Snowden, Mills, back in fourth place, Selena Jennings. So go up into the top turn, it's a race in three. So head down the back straight. Mills comes underneath and goes into second place. So head down the main straight. Our race leader is McAllister. McAllister leads from Snowden. So head down the back straight once again. Out of turn four they come. Mills is right there with them. As they come into the main straight. McAllister, Mills, Snowden with 7 to go. Jennings still in fourth place. So head up into the top turn. Back there in fifth place. Oops, and Mills is gone. Contact between Snowden and Mills is facing the traffic. McAllister leads Snowden into the main straight. The green lights are back on. Still 7 to go. McAllister, Mills, Jennings. They put a bit of tape on Jennings' car, but it's still flapping around in the breeze, the bonnet. Coming up underneath is Danny Harrison. Harrison and Jennings side by side. Jennings retains third place. Back to Hutchison and Ross McLean. Back to Snowden in seventh. So move up the main straight, McAllister and Mills. Back then to Jennings in third. Harrison fourth as Mills goes underneath the McAllister up in the top turn and takes the lead. Down the back straight, it's Jake Mills out in front. What has McAllister got for him? Looks to the inside. They come out of 3 and 4. Mills, McAllister. Back then to Selena Jennings. Mills leads them up the main drag. Oh, Jennings' car's falling apart at the front end. The sticky tape didn't work very well. She's still there in third place though. Snowden is making his way back to fourth. Selena Jennings struggling to see where she's going. With the bonnet all over the place. Harrison's there. Oh, Hutchison got squashed in the fence with Harrison. McLean takes evasive action. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Mills and McAllister. Oh, look out! McLean spins, and somehow Selena Jennings missed him. And Selena can hardly see. With the bonnet that's all over out here in the main straight, the green lights come on. Mills will lead, McAllister up the main straight. Selena Jennings, they're in third place. Front of her car's been weighed down severely by sticky tape as they move out of turn 2. McAllister trying to get underneath the Mills immediately. Here comes Harrison on the outside of Selena Jennings. Trouble further back as they go up into turn number 3. Before to go this time around. Out in front, Mills. Back in second place, Craig McAllister. Harrison in third. Around the outside goes Darren Snowden on Selena Jennings, now looking to come underneath of Harrison. So Snowden, who got through the rear of the field, is charging back through. So they go up into Pitts Bend. They'll come out of turn 4 with 3 to go. Mills' car's ailing somewhat, but he's making it wide enough to stay ahead of McAllister. Snowden goes under Harrison. Harrison's car's slowing. Selena Jennings is going to go back to 4th place. And she has a flat tyre, but she's still going. She's got enough race tape on that car to weigh down a double-decker bus as they head down out of Pitts Bend. There'll be 2 to go for Mills. Holding off McAllister. Snowden third. Selena Jennings in 4th. McLean in 5th place. McLean now comes up on the outside of Jennings. So head out of pits bend, there'll be one to go. McAllister. Craig McAllister closes once again on Mills. White flag on display. Snowden back into Jennings. Last lap in progress. Mills just from McAllister. Down the back straight they go. Snowden third. Then back in fourth place. It's McLean and Jennings. Into the final turn. McAllister up behind Mills. Mills, McAllister. McAllister's going to have a run on the outside. Won't get him. And Mills wins. Jacob Mills first across the line. McAllister second. Back in third place is Snowden. Good drive from the back by Ross McLean to come up for fourth. Selena Jennings fifth.
Alrighty, Jake, you had to work for that one?
Yeah, mate. It's good to get a heat win after that DNF in the second heat. Pretty disappointed in them Goulburn boys. I don't know why they think you got to hit someone after yellow. It was called halfway through the corner, and they got no respect for other drivers out here. I don't know what the problem is. You got to have respect for drivers out here, and this is what production standards are about. And I'm very disappointed in them. I just don't know what their problem is. They need to really go back to their trailers and have a good think about themselves, because I passed them very cleanly, and I don't know what their problem is. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. And I'd just like to thank the SSA and VCF for that beautiful gift what they gave us. They gave us a side panel of one of old Brenton's cars. I have no idea where they got it from, but they got every driver here this weekend to sign it, and it's just a beautiful gift. And you really touched my old man's hearts, and it just goes to show that how much you all care about the Mills family and what we've been through. And it's really helped me today, and I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, well done, Jake, and good luck for the final.
To go the final qualifying heat, 12 laps the journey. Usher will lead them to the white line. Away we go. Terry Malak on the outside as they head down the main straight. I'd love to see the little Tirana get up with a win. That fluo orange car number 81. As he's up there in third place, Dean Sparrow. Now he's up to second place as they head down the back straight. Back in fourth place is car 110 of Daniel Henshaw. So head out of pits bend the first time. So Sparrow into second. It's pretty closely contested at this point. Usher is still in front. Here comes Henshaw. Henshaw's got troubles. Daniel Henshaw's out. Bruce Robb nearly went through the back boot there of Daniel Henshaw, but he's gone in 110. And he was well up on points too, Henshaw. So that'll throw a cat amongst the pigeons. Out in front, Ray Usher leads the final qualifier. Here comes Dean Sparrow. Sparrow in the fluoro orange car number 81 comes up on the inside, but Usher holds him out. Back in third is Terry Malak, then Brent Norman. Then in fifth place, Damien McAllister, then Bruce Robb, Monique Bailey and Daniel Creek. Well, we could have an absolute humdinger of a finish to this one, the way it's going at the moment. Still 9.5 to go, a long way to go, I know. The lead six cars pretty well bunched up. And here comes Dean Sparrow again, underneath of Usher. The green and the orange cars rubbing paint into the main straight. Usher holds him off again. Sparrow in second place. Malak in third. Back in fourth place is Damien McAllister and then Bruce Robb. Up into the top turn. No, it's not a Cortina or a Mustang, it's a Tirana. I made the same mistake and got into a lot of trouble for it. Up into the top turn they come once again, out of 3 and 4. There'll be 8 laps to go this time around. Usher just in front. Dean Sparrow in second place. Malak, McAllister, Robb and Brent Norman up the main drag together. A gap back then to the 79 and the 35 of Monique Bailey and Daniel Creek as McAllister and Malak get very close together. McAllister gets around Malak, and now Bruce Robb goes underneath Malak, who goes back to fifth. Usher still out in front by Carlick over Dean Sparrow. 7 laps to go in the final qualifier. Up the main drag, McAllister. They're in third place, then Robb, Brent Norman and Malak. That's the first 6 up into the top turn. Here comes Sparrow again, has got Usher off the curb. Usher and Sparrow. And watch out for McAllister. 3 of them locked together up into pits bend at the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Ray Usher still out in front. Sparrow, McAllister. McAllister goes into second. Sparrow back to third. Back in fourth place behind them is Bruce Robb, who's just done the quick lap of the race. Up the back straight they go once again. Usher still just ahead of McAllister. Sparrow, Robb, back then to Brett Norman and Terry Malak. He's driving a mean old race. Out in front is Ray Usher. 5 to go. He's making that car as wide as he can. But he's gone by the scrub down there in turn number 1, but he's been able to hold the lead. Coming out of 2. McAllister gets sideways. Oh dear, Sparrow's out of noise. Little Tarana's gone. That puts Bruce Robb in 3rd place. Back to Brett Norman, Malak. A long way back to Daniel Creek and Monique Bailey. Great race up in front though. 4 to go. Ray Usher still out in front. He's gone wider this time. He's making a square out of it. In 2nd place it's Damien McAllister. They've got rid of Bruce Robb, who's there in 3rd. Brett Norman 4th and Malak in 5th. Here comes McAllister. Dives to the inside of Ray Usher as they come out of pits. Bend again. They level up this time. There's contact. Usher, McAllister. McAllister and Usher. McAllister might have Usher this time. Up into the top turn. McAllister takes the lead with 3 to go. Usher in 2nd place. Back in 3rd place, Bruce Robb. Back to Brett Norman and Terry Malak. They come out of turn 4 with 2 to go this time. The final qualifying heat number 20 of the National Production Sedan title for Speedway Sedans Australia has 2 to run, with Damien McAllister leading Ray Usher. Bruce Robb 3rd. Back to Brett Norman, Terry Malak, Daniel Creek and Monique Bailey. Here comes Usher again. He's not done with. McAllister just in front. Usher showed last night he doesn't mind an outside move. They'll come up with 1 to run. The white flag comes out here at Wahgunyah for the last time in the qualifiers. McAllister, Usher and Bruce Robb up into the top turn. McAllister ahead of Ray Usher as they come out of turn 2. Here comes Usher again. Right onto the back bumper. 340 metres to go. Into pits bend. Bruce Robb right there with them. Oh, and Bruce Robb spins Usher out. Yellow lights have come on. Ray Usher, Brett Norman, your first 3 in the final heat of the night.
Very good drive there in that one.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it was the same guy driving after my run yesterday. I don't know. I lost myself all day. Finally made the car turn, went back to how I started practice, how I'd normally run around here, and yeah, thank God for that.
Alrighty, very good drive. So on to the final now, or have to make your way through the repechage?
Well, don't know. You just have to see how everybody was, because I think I was down in 29th overnight, so I needed them points.
Yeah, win will get you up there. So good luck and well done.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Underway. Wayne Bell leads them away. Then back to Robinson. Then the 14 there of Zach Calderwood. Up in turn 1, it's Belk on the outside. Brooke Edwards down the inside. Splits the middle as they come down the straightaway, but it's Belk out in the lead. Edwards 2nd. Back to the 14 of Zach Calderwood. Then the Robertson. Then back to the 9. The 67 there of 34. Makes his way up into 5th or 6th position. But Wayne Belk out in the lead at the moment. Going Brooke Edwards. Then back to the 14. 14 there of Zach Calderwood. Robertson, David Robertson, that is in 4th. And they spread themselves out down the straightaway. Coming out of turn 2 though, it's Wayne Belk leading from Brooke Edwards. We got 2 together. 2 together in turn 2. So yellow will be out. A little bit of damage on the front of the 9 car there of Christian Vermeulen. It'll come to the front. Zach Calderwood in 3rd, and they're away. The 31 there of James Cornfoot turned Cameron Parsons before we got underway. Calderwood looking good in third. To get it underway. Bell leads away from Edwards. Back to Calderwood, then Robertson. Robertson and then back to McPherson. Sorry, the Steve Vaughan car. The boys using all of the track out there at the moment, but Wayne Bell showing them how it's done out in the lead. Then back to Brock Edwards. Zach Calderwood. Calderwood holding down third as we speak, but it's the 32 of Belk and Edwards out in the 12 of Edwards out in front. Then back to the 14, then Robertson, then back to the 7. McPherson, 67 there. 67 and Steve Vaughan had a bit of trouble in turn 4 as they come around. It's tight in the out of turn 2. Robertson putting pressure on the 14 there of Calderwood. So it's still Bell from Edwards. Calderwood. McPherson there, looking for a run down the inside in turn 1. Still Belk out in the lead. Back to Edwards. McPherson down the inside in the 7. On Robertson there as we talk. Belk with a rear end plate broken on the back of the car there. So it's Belk out in the lead from the 12 there of Brock Edwards, then back to the 14 of Zach Green, Calderwood, then Scott McPherson in the 7, then back to David Robertson, Cameron Anderson, working his way through, bringing up the rear is the James Cornfoot at 67 of Steve Vaughan. As we come down the front, the back straight away. It is Wayne Belk out in front from Brock Edwards. Edwards closing the gap up every lap on Belk. Gets a run down the inside that time through. Is the 12 there of Brock Edwards down in the lead. Wayne Belk relegated back to second. With Scott McPherson up to third. Then back to Zach Calderwood. David Robertson in there as well. Then Cameron Parsons in the 10. Finally getting the car done. 1 lap remaining. It is Brock Edwards leading away down the back straightaway for the last time. Wayne Belk back there in second position, coming under pressure from Scott McPherson. McPherson looking to get a pass done on the inside there of Belk this time out of 4. Can't get the job done though. So, Brock Edwards, Wayne Belk. Back to Scott McPherson. Flags are ready, they're away. It's Lincoln gets away. But on the outside it's Lincoln. Jamie Pumper up there into a customary third position. Then back to the 97 of McPherson and Carly Rahern there. Putting pressure on McPherson as we speak, but at the front it's Lincoln down into the lead. Lincoln up into second position. Lincoln looking for a run down the inside out of turn 4. Gets the power down. Not quite enough. Pumper still back in a comfortable third. Then back to Charlotte McPherson there in the big 97. Then Talia Rahern is still battling it out at the front. About half a car between them is Courtney Meekins and the 8 there of Caleb Lincoln. It's Meekins a bit wide. Lincoln tries to get a run down the inside up the front straight away. It's a drag race. And the 23 there of Jamie Pumper consistently back in third position. The 8 there of Caleb Lincoln losing a little bit of ground coming out of turn 2. Allows Meekins away. drifts a little bit wide. Lincoln back about 10 car lengths as we speak. Pumper still holding down third. Then we go back to the 97 there of Charlotte McPherson and Talia Ahern there, bringing up the rear. As the leaders come up on the back markers, it's still Meekin down in the lead. From Lincoln, back to Pumper. Ahern about to get gobbled up by the leaders. So it's Meekin, Lincoln. Meekins and Lincoln head to tail there as they come out of turn 1 and 2. Come around a couple of the back markers. McPherson have a lap put down on her as we squeak down the back straightaway. So Lincoln taking a different line through turns 3 and 4 to Meekins. Meekins holds the power down. Lincoln tries to get the power of the big 1200. Up the front straightaway. Lincoln down the inside. Meekins on the outside. But it's Lincoln. Lincoln through to the lead this time through. Meekins relegated back to second. So whether that changes as they come around, I believe it's still Pumper in third. But Lincoln out in the lead. Drifts a little bit wide, allows Meekins to have a look up the inside, up the front straightaway. Winds up the big 1200. Meekins looking to put on the same move that Lincoln put on the lap earlier. Lincoln out in the lead from Meekins, back to Pumper, and it's a big pass there from Talia Ahern trying to pass on McPherson up the front straightaway. But McPherson will have none of that. Still out in the lead though. It's Meekins now changing back to the inside, so it will have been Meekins by half a bonnet pin, I believe, from Caleb Lincoln. Back to the 23 of Jamie Pumper. Charlotte McPherson away. So it's Denning leading away from Bacon, working his way through his Fowler. 81 of Florimel right around the outside up into turn 1. So it's Florimel out in the lead. Then the 52. Sorry, Perry on the outside there, Fowler down the inside of the 52 there as well, gets it back underway. The 81 though is Travis Florimel. Paul Perry in second. The big run around the outside is Jason Crawford up into third. Then back to the 52 of Denning and Shellcraft working away through. Trevor Perry passes 2 as they go into turn 3 and 4. So it's Perry up into 4th position. Down in the lead though is the Travis Florimel. Paul Perry with a problem there. Florimel back to Crawford. Then back to Perry, who made a big charge up the front straightaway. Then back to the car of Lisa Shellcraft. Shellcraft then back to Fowler. Perry putting pressure on Crawford out of turn 2 though. But showing the clean set of heels at the moment is Travis Florimel. Perry moves up into second position. Crawford relegated back to third. Shellcraft in there as well as Fowler. Then back to the 52 of Denning. Bacon, and we have the 9 sitting on the infield on turn 4. But Florimel well and truly out in the lead as we speak. As we come around, it's Florimel out in the lead, Perry second, then back to Jason Crawford, Lisa Shellcraft, Chris Fowler. The 52 there of George Denning, the 37 of David Bacon. But it's Travis Florimel being chased down now by the 55 of Trevor Perry. The 50 there of Crawford drifting backwards. The Perry machine losing a little Picks it up down the back straightaway though. This time out, they will pick up the white flag. So it is Travis Florimel from Trevor Perry. Then back to the 50 there of Jason Crawford, Lisa Shellcraft, Chris Fowler. The 52 there of Sean Denning coming under pressure from David Bacon. But as they come around, it will be the 81 of Travis Florimel. Picks up the checkered flag. Then back to the 55 there of Trevor Perry. Jason Crawford in third. Lisa Shellcraft followed across the line by Christian. They're away. The 67 there of Sue Vaughan leads them away. Back to Calderwood, Parsons. Then back to the 23 there of Brendan Hucker. Hucker in fourth spot. Bell, Edwards. The 25 there of Barton as well. Vaughan leads them up the straightaway this time though. Calderwood still in second. Parsons. Then Hucker back in fourth as they get the motor down the back straight away. Vaughan this time through. Calderwood passing. Hucker. Bell. Edwards. Then the 25 there of Barton. Getting back to the 97 of McPherson. Person makes the pass on Barton that time down the back straight away. Still out in the lead though, it is the 67 of Steve Vaughan. A little bit dusty, cut the corner there out of turn two. Parsons still in second. Calderwood back in third. Hucker, Bell. Edwards, McPherson, Barton, and the 31 there of James Cornwood bringing up the rear. A little bit closer down the back straight away this time. As we speak, it's the 67. Drift wide, Parsons look to get a run down the inside. Calderwood coming under pressure from Hucker. Hucker looking to get a run down the inside of Calderwood out of turn two. But it's still the 67 there of Steve Vaughan out in the lead. Then we go back to the 10 of Cameron Parsons. Parsons looking for the pass on the outside. Parsons around the outside up the front straight away that time through. Calderwood back in third, then Hucker, Bell, Greenwood, Edwards, Parsons down in the lead though, this time through, then back to Vaughan. Vaughan in there of Calderwood coming under pressure from Hucker, then back to Bell, then back to Edwards. Then McPherson. Going a clean set of heels as we speak though. We've got one turned on the back straight there is Brendan Hucker.
dispatch. The C main is about to get underway. It is underway. Selena Jennings and Stephen Aldridge lead them up the main straight. Kroger in third place is ahead up there. Back then to Jason Boardman in fourth, then Hodak in fifth place. So move out of turn 1 and 2. And our race leader is Stephen Aldridge. Jennings in second, Croker, Boardman. There's one car coming through at a rate of knots. Is Mel Paul. He's up there into sixth place. So they come out of 3 and 4. 1 down, 13 to go. There's trouble further back. One car has dropped the whole front end of his car. It's Ross McLean. Yellow lights have come on. Broken right front on Ross McLean's car. I think that was before he ran over the bumper. All about set to go with the restart. Into the main straight they come. Green lights come on. And Stephen Aldridge didn't go. Aldridge's car's in trouble. He's gone back to last. The green lights are on though. And Selena Jennings is out in front as they head down the back straight for the second time, or the first time on the restart. Jennings out in front and leading from Croker. Back in third place is Hodak as they move out of turn 4 and into the main straight to complete lap number 1. Out in front, Selena Jennings leading the C main, and she's got a handy lead too. Kroger in second place, Hodak in third. So head down the back straight. Jennings, Croker, Hodak. There's Hodak in trouble. Hodak's out. Hodak is out as well. He's gone up high the track and the cars will all pass him. I don't know what happened to Stephen Aldridge, but he's coming back through the field. A dozen laps to go. Selena Jennings, possibly going to win the biggest race of her life. She's a mile in front. Selena Jennings is about 100 metres ahead of Brent Croker in second place. Third place is Monique Bailey. Karen Bailey in fourth place. Monique Bailey comes up under Croker. So the girls are 1-2 now. Selena Jennings leads by 3.8 seconds. Another one's gone. And that's Nathan Hawkins out. So Hodak, Hawkins both out of the race as they move down into pits pen. Selena Jennings' lead is nearly 4 seconds now. Into the main straight she comes. 10 laps to go for Selena. Oh, Bailey's gone. Croker just missed Bailey. Yellow lights have come on. The 79 of Monique Bailey spins while in second place. Croker must have had his heart in his mouth there for a moment, nearly drove straight through. Missed Monique, who's we're away. Selena Jennings up the main straight. Has left Croker behind. Down into turn 1 they go. Selena Jennings out in front from Croker. Back then to Bailey. Boardman goes around Bailey. That's the 13 of Karen. Stephen Aldridge is looking menacing there, along with Mel Paul. They've gone into fourth and possibly fifth. Bailey's out on the outside. Jennings leads into the main straight with 10 laps to go. Croker, Boardman, back then to Paul, and then Aldridge. Sixth place is that of Karen Bailey. Aldridge has gone wide down there. He's one that's created a bit more dust. And Selena Jennings leads by a car length now. Croker in second place. It's a pretty good old race all of a sudden. Boardman coming into the picture. Only 2 qualifying, 3 into 2 doesn't go. Down the main straight they come. Selena Jennings has to hold on for 9 more laps. Leads by 2 car lengths from Croker and Boardman. Back to Mel Paul and Aldridge. Look quick enough, if good enough, if they can catch the leaders. Boardman now looking for an outside pass on Croker. Selena Jennings still out in front. 8 laps to go. Jennings, Croker, back to Boardman. On the outside comes Aldridge on Paul. Selena Jennings opens up a gap now. Down the back straight they go once again. Jennings has the lead. Croker, and with him is Boardman. One of these two to find the last transfer spot. Out of pits pen they come. 7 to go. Selena Jennings, Croker and Boardman Boardman moves into the final transfer spot. Aldridge has joined the battle. We've got 2 cars around, or 1 car around. The 79 is one of them, which is Monique Bailey. The greens remain on. Bailey's out of harm's way. Selena Jennings still leads. Boardman in second place. Croker's there. So too Aldridge. 4 cars, 2 spots. One of them seems safe in Selena Jennings. Half a dozen laps to go. Boardman in second. Croker, Aldridge. Back in 5th place, Mel Paul. All of a sudden, first and second are clear. Jennings and Boardman. They're going to have to negotiate past Monique Bailey. Into the main straight, 5 laps to go. A handful of laps left for Selena Jennings. Up the main straight she comes. Looking to win the biggest race of her life, but she's got Jason Boardman now on a back bumper. They are clear though, the rest of them can't transfer from there. 4.5 to go. The yellow car will be looming large for Selena Jennings. Which way will she go? Boardman in second. Bailey in front of them. Selena to come up on the inside before to go. Which way will she go? She's coming up on the inside. No, Boardman's going to come on the outside of Selena Jennings. They still can't get past Bailey in the yellow car. Jennings and Boardman. Jennings still in front. Boardman right there with them. These two will transfer unless they do something silly. Boardman comes up on the outside of Selena Jennings. The passing flag surely to come out again as Bailey is there. Selena Jennings comes under Bailey this time. 3 to go. Boardman has lost a bit of ground. Jennings is clear, got underneath, and will lead up into turn 1 and 2. Aldridge all of a sudden coming back at Boardman. Down the back straight they go again. Selena Jennings still your race leader. Boardman now on the outside of Bailey, but Aldridge is starting to close the gap. This will be some sort of a fairy tale for Aldridge after it fell apart in the last qualifier. 2 to go in the C main. And we've got a battle for the last transfer spot into the B. Aldridge goes around Bailey. Now goes underneath the Boardman. Boardman and Aldridge to fight for the last spot. Down the back straight they go. Selena Jennings is clear. Aldridge goes into second. Boardman on the outside. They've got a lap to go in the C main. Selena Jennings has to hold on. Oh, Boardman's thrown it away. And somehow they've all missed him. The greens have remained on for the moment. He's playing chicken. The yellow lights have come on. Oh my goodness. He now moves away under yellow. Selena Jennings, hold on. Racing. Aldridge and Paul to make life miserable for Selena Jennings, and it's immediate. Aldridge goes to the outside of Selena Jennings as they head out of turn 2. Selena back in front though. Aldridge in second place. So head down the back straight. Selena Jennings on the outside is Aldridge. The white flag to come out again. Selena Jennings has held off that challenge. Here comes Mel Paul as they come down the main straight. A lap to go. The white flag on display. Some people think it's over. It's not. We're on the last lap. Down into turn 1. Selena Jennings holding a mean line. Oh, this car's gone around again. You wouldn't read about it. They've all passed them. Will the greens remain on? They have. Selena Jennings still in front. Second place is that of the 36 of Aldridge. And Selena Jennings is going to win. Selena Jennings by a car length. Aldridge second. Third place is Mel Paul. Doesn't qualify. Gemma Laidlaw is fourth. Karen Bailey and Nathan.
Caleb Lincoln. And they're away. It's Lincoln. Megan's looking for a run right down the outside, hard up against the wall as they cross the line. Out in the lead though, it's Caleb Lincoln. Then back to the 23 there of Jamie Pumper. Lincoln with an issue over there in the 8 car. Still underway though, it's Jamie Pumper getting them underway. Courtney Meekins up into second. Then back to third there is Charlotte McPherson. Talia Ahern bringing up the rear. Coming under pressure there from Meekins is the 23 of Pumper. So Orange comes on now down the back straightaway. Flag is down and it's Meekins away from Pumper. Pumper gets it going up better around the front straightaway though. Ahern looking to pass the McPherson car there. That's a race between McPherson and Ahern. McPherson a little bit tightly there in front of Ahern up in turn 1 and 2. Out in the lead though is Jamie Pumper from Courtney Meekins. Meekins looking to run down the inside of Pumper this time down the front straightaway. McPherson. It's Ahern looking for a run around the outside of the 97 there of gets the job done down the front straightaway. The 97 there of Charlotte McPherson argues as they turn into turn 1. Meekins looking to consolidate a lead out in front. Pumper back in second. McPherson third and Ahern bringing up the rear. Pumper down the inside of Meekins that time through. Great battle up the front from Jamie Pumper and Courtney Meekins. Meekins with a spin up in turn 2 though. Pumper gets a break. Meekins gets back onto the track down the back straightaway. Meekins with all the work to do now. Back in third position though is Charlotte McPherson. Under pressure from Ahern. Ahern makes up a couple of car lengths down the back straight. Jamie Pumper leaves Courtney Meekins in a wake down the front straightaway. Meekins a little bit better through turns 1 and 2 this time. Closes the gap up a little bit. Charlotte McPherson coming under pressure from Talia Ahern. As they come round, it's still the 23 of Jamie Pumper out in the lead. Then back to the 84 of Courtney Meekins. Ahern putting pressure on McPherson in turns 3 and 4 as we speak. But it's Meekins closing the gap up on Pumper down the back straightaway this time. McPherson and Ahern battling out to the third place. The 23 though of Jamie Pumper picks up the white flag that time through. Then it's back to the 84 there of Courtney Meekins. Ahern looking for an outside path down the back straightaway on the McPherson machine. Swapped back to the inside line. So she can get the power down the inside this time through, but it's McPherson coming around to pick up the checkered flag. They will be the 23 of Jamie Pumper. Ahern down the inside of McPherson for third position. McPherson right out high. Ahern around. Big hit into the wall. Hopefully everything's okay over there on the back straightaway. To crash through getting around, they will get them underway. Flag is down, so it's Bacon from Perry. Then back to Shellcraft. Perry making his way through the field as well. Up into fourth position, up wide there. So it's Paul Perry out in the lead though. As we come along, got a couple tangled up there over on the back straightaway. Orange silk green's on. The 52 there, Sean Denning bringing up the rear. They're away. Perry away. Fowler moves up to second. Bacon looking for a run around the outside. Shellcraft back in third, fourth position. Crawford works his way through too. So then we have Trevor Perry with it all locked up going into turn 4. As they come around, Paul Perry from Chris Fowler back to Lisa Shellcraft. Jason Crawford on the outside. Trevor Perry in there as well. Tight back there for battle for third position. But it's Shellcraft being passed by 2 cars down the back straightaway. Paul Perry still in the lead from Chris Fowler. Fowler just got passed by the 50 there at Jason Crawford. Trevor Perry on the outside, so the top three are Paul Perry, Jason Crawford, then Trevor Perry. Then back to Chris Fowler, Lisa Shellcraft, 37 of David Bacon, and the 52 there of Sean Benny. Paul Perry well and truly with it under control out in the lead though. Coming under pressure from Jason Crawford. Crawford down there as well with Trevor Perry. Perry coming under pressure from the 13 of Chris Fowler. And Fowler under pressure from Lisa Shellcraft. Then back to David Bacon, but up in the front, it is the one car there of Paul Perry, Australia number 1 out in the lead. Crawford looking for a run around the outside down the back straightaway. Trevor Perry dives to the inside down the... Perry and Crawford come together in turn 3. It's Trevor Perry back down the inside. Paul Perry out in the lead. Jason Crawford up in 3rd. Chris Fowler 4th. Belinda Shellcraft 5th. David Bacon. Paul Perry coming under pressure from Trevor Perry. As they come through. Out in the lead, it is Paul Perry from Trevor Perry. Then back to Jason Crawford. Trevor Perry with a big run around the outside, this time up into turn 3 and 4. Gets the job done. So it is Trevor Perry moves to the lead. Paul Perry back in 2nd. Jason Crawford around the outside of Paul Perry up there in turns 1 and 2. Trevor Perry a little bit sideways out of 2. Gets it back under control down the back straightaway. Crawford gives chase. 2 corners remaining. It is Trevor Perry from Jason Crawford back to Paul Perry. Take that one out though. Gets it underway. And they're away. 25 of Barton slips back there. McPherson up to 2nd. Barton out wide, a couple nose to tail right out high. McPherson's the big loser there. But it's the 10 of Cameron Parsons coming under pressure from Daniel Barton. McPherson in 3rd. Bourne in 4th. McPherson, Bourne. The battle at the front though is where it's all happening. It's Cameron Parsons down in the lead. Daniel Barton back in 2nd. Tim McPherson, Scott McPherson. Then back to the 67 of Bourne. Wayne Belk, the 31 there of James Cornfoot and Robertson bringing up the rear. As they come around though, it's the 10 of Cameron Parsons. Giving chase is 25 of Daniel Barton. The 2 McPhersons, Tim and Scott. Then back to the 67 there of Steve Bourne. Wayne Belk in there as well. Clearing out from the field though at the front is the 10 of Cameron Parsons. Parsons and Barton are going at it right up the front to the pointy end. Tim and Scott McPherson there fighting it out for 3rd. Got a fairly good battle going on here for 3rd position. Scott McPherson the loser there. Tim McPherson up into 3rd. Cameron Parsons holding down the lead at the moment. Daniel Barton putting plenty of pressure on him as they come up the front straight away. Then as they come around, it is the 97 of Tim McPherson. Scott McPherson. Then back to Lee Vaughan. Right at the back, Wayne Bell. Then David Robertson. Then the 31 of Cornfoot at the rear. No, at the moment, camera 25 there of got two around, got them back underway. Parson down in the lead. Barton looking for a way past in turns 1 and 2. Can't fake his way past at the moment. McPherson back there in third. Then we go back to the 67 of Vaughan. Wayne Belk looking to work his way up as well. Belk out wide, so it's Robertson through. David Robertson through on Wayne Belk up the front straight away that time through. Down in the lead though. Cameron Parsons, nearly a flag to flag. 25 there at Daniel Barton. Still holding down second place. Back to McPherson. Then back to Vaughan. Vaughan and Robertson. Then back to Belk. Belk and then back to the 31 there of Cornfoot. Well and truly out in the lead. And Cameron Parsons well and truly out in the lead at the moment. Then back to the 25 of Daniel Barton. Barton. Then back to the 67 there of Steve Vaughan. So excellent drive there from Cameron Parson down in the out in the front in the 10 car.
First four will advance to the A main later tonight, racing, and it's the 23 car of Damien McAllister who heads them up the main straight for the first time. Bradley Hutchison's there, Matthew Hutchison, Snowden, Manning, the second of the McAllisters, Craig McAllister. They've all got through there beautifully. Back there in seventh is Keel Rosevear. Back to Paul Malak. And there's one in the fence. Dean Sparrow's car has been spat out. There's some debris on the racetrack. The green lights remain on for the moment. McAllister leads Hutchison and Hutchison. That's a lawyer's firm if you've ever heard one. Hutchison and Hutchison. Back to Snowden, McAllister. That's Craig. Then Lindsay Manning. And back then to Harper. They're all still going. There's a couple second hand. Have a look at the yellow car in about third last place. Danny Harrison. The bonnet stowed in. The bumper's hanging off the back end. But we're still green. Out in front. McAllister. Damien McAllister leads. Matthew Hutchison. Bradley Hutchison. Darren Snowden in fourth. Then back to Craig McAllister in fifth place. Behind them is Keel Rosevear and Lindsay Manning. Back in eighth place is Charlie Ball. Then Lindsay Clapham has run wide. Mark goes underneath in the 91 car. Also going okay is Matthew Vickery, Keel Rosevear, and back to Bruce Robb. Dean Sparrow's the next one, then Harrison. And then we've got those from the C main back there. In second last, Aldridge, Alex Cheney and Selena Jennings. So down the back straight, our race leader is Damien McAllister, has a handy lead. Dare I say it, it's going beautifully at the moment, nice and smoothly. I said, dare I say it, Alex Cheney spins out by himself and stops on the curve over there. The race continues for the moment. No, it doesn't. The yellow lights come on. And now he drives away. Back underway. McAllister leads a pair of Hutchisons. Snowden in fourth place as they move up the main straight. Snowden makes the first move underneath the 41 car, and 41 of Bradley Hutchison has been shuffled back a couple because Craig McAllister and Brendan Harper came through, and Harper's not done with yet. He's coming under McAllister as well. So move out of 3 and 4, another lap to be put down, so 16 to go. So McAllister's out in front, it's Damien. Matthew Hutchison second, Craig McAllister third, and fourth place is Darren Snowden. Harper is fifth, then back to Bradley Hutchison. Lindsay Manning is next, and Charlie Ball, the car in third place, has got awfully offline. He's getting back on track. Oh, and Snowden has nearly gone over the fence, and there's carnage everywhere. Let's just say Darren Snowden's car won't restart. That has been wrecked quite severely. The 32 car of Craig McAllister was shot offline. I'm having a look at a replay here. So come back in, the green lights come on. The 23 car of Damien McAllister leads them. Back to Matthew Hutchison in second place. Then Craig McAllister in third. Back in fourth place, it's Brendan Harper, then Matthew Hutchison, Lindsay Manning in fifth place. Out in front though, Damien McAllister out in front. First move coming from the car in fourth place, looking to get underneath of the 32 of McAllister. That's Harper. On the outside of Harper is Lindsay Manning. This is for fourth and fifth. So move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight once again. Damien McAllister out in front. Second place is the 89 car of Matthew Hutchison. Craig McAllister's under pressure. There's 3 cars there, separated by not very much, and they're fighting for 2 spots. McAllister, Harper and Manning. Back to Ball, Vickery, then Rob, Malak, Dean Sparrow, Stephen Aldridge from the C mains up to 11th. Back in 12th place, Danny Harrison. Then after that it would be Alex Cheney, Selena Jennings and Keel Rosevear. That's the full order of the fielders. We've got 13 laps to go. McAllister, Damien McAllister, Matthew Hutchison. Back to Harper, Craig McAllister and Lindsay Manning. Remembering only the first 4 qualifying, we've got 3 of them fighting for 3rd and 4th place. Not far behind is Charlie Ball. Back to Bruce Robb in 7th place. So come up with a dozen laps to go. It's a heat race to go now. So come out of turn 4. Damien McAllister, Matthew Hutchison. We've got a spin. Aldridge is around. Rosevear's around. Cheney's around. No damage to cars on track. Back underway. Damien McAllister leads them up the main straight. Pair of green cars, Matthew Hutchison and Brendan Harper run second and third. Back to Lindsay Manning in fourth. Whoops, we've got trouble further back at Harrison. Yellows have come on. So Harrison's already busted. Car is a bit more busted. Still 13 laps to go. Racing again in the B main. Still McAllister in front, around the cone. Up into turn number 1. Damien McAllister leads Matthew Hutchison. They've got through turn number 2, which has been the bogey corner for a while now. Back in 3rd place behind Hutchison is Brendan Harper. Lindsay Manning in 4th, Ball in 5th and Rob in 6th. So move out of 3 and 4 and up the main straight. So lap number 7 is done. We've done 8 now. 12 to go. McAllister, Hutchison, Harper, Manning. Those 3 still locked together. Rob a couple of car lengths back. And Ball is there as well, along with Vickery. A few car lengths back to Malak. Then back to Danny Harrison. Dean Sparrow. Sparrow spins himself out down there in pit spin. Gets himself off the track. going to come back on track is Dean Sparrow. He was, I think, half thinking about whether to come back or not. He's got a flat left tyre, so that's the issue with Sparrow. Into the main straight with 10 to go. Halfway, McAllister out in front, Damien, Matthew Hutchison, Brendan Harper, Lindsay Manning. And behind Lindsay Manning would be Bruce Robb. Charlie Ball is the next car through. After that, it's Matt Vickery and then Terry Malak. Down into pits bend they go, the two green cars, as they have been throughout. Still fighting for this second place. Out in front, McAllister. It's Damien McAllister. Craig's on the infield. Matthew Hutchison second, Brendan Harper third. Back then to Lindsay Manning and Bruce Robb. And Dean Sparrow has called it a day. So Damien McAllister is clear by 1.7 seconds. The battle is for the minor placings. 5 into 4 won't go. There's 4 of them fighting for the final 3 of those spots because Damien McAllister is clear out in front. Matthew Hutchison, Brendan Harper, Lindsay Manning and Bruce Robb. You'd suspect if there's no more stoppages of the 4 that are going to fight it out. Rob realises he's in 5th place and needs to make one more spot up. Lindsay Manning still in 4th at the moment. Again, the two green cars come together. Hutchison and Harper. Hutchison holding 2nd place. That's Matthew Hutchison. 7 laps to go in the B main. Damien McAllister well clear from Matthew Hutchison. Harper getting edgy behind him. Lindsay Manning is getting edgy. And so too Bruce Robb. Robb comes underneath of Manning. Manning and Robb fighting for the 4th spot. And now Harper comes underneath of Hutchison. 4 of them locked together here with half a dozen to go. And they're stuck together. Can you believe it? Manning and Robb stuck together. The yellow lights have come on. And we got a bit of drama with 7 to go. He's got a flat tyre as Bruce Robb, and that'll be the end of him. And we're back underway. Around the cone. It's the first thing to negotiate. They've all got past the cone. Selena Jennings' car at the back, not sounding all that flash. I think she'll try and stay out there to finish the B main after winning the thrilling C main. So they move out of turn 4 again. Still Harper and Hutchison going at it. 6 to go. Up the main straight, Damien McAllister, Matthew Hutchison, Brendan Harper and Lindsay Manning. A few car lengths back then. Something's broken on the back of one of the 2 cars in 2nd and 3rd. Harper's car, yep, it's starting to fall apart. Harrison coming back under Charlie Ball. So they come up with 5 to go. Damien McAllister still leads. Matthew Hutchison, Brendan Harper. Manning's got smoke coming out. Some of these cars may not make the distance. 5th place is Matthew Vickery, Malak in 6th. So the first 4 are clear for the moment. The rest of the field needs to get a wriggle on. There'll be 4 to go. Lindsay Manning in the final transfer spot in the 88 car. He doesn't want to be in 4th, he wants 3rd. But he's got Harper in his way. And he hasn't got past him, and Matthew Vickery is close enough with 4 to go. Up into the top turn. In fact, all of a sudden Harper has got plenty of company. He's got the rest of the field behind him, apart from Selena Jennings. Out in front, it's Damien McAllister. This time with 3 to go. 2nd place is Matthew Hutchison. 3rd place, Harper, Manning, Vickery, Malak, Ball. The 24 of Harrison, Rosevere and Cheney are all in the lead group. There's a go. Manning trying to get under Harper. They know there can't be too much longer to go. Harper well, he's resisted for so long, but finally Manning's got the better of him. Now Harper is in the final transfer spot. Matthew Vickery is now going to try and get past. There's the siren, 2 laps to go. Up the main straight they come. Out in front, Damien McAllister is clear. Matthew Hutchison 2nd. Manning 3rd. Brendan Harper's car may still fall apart. It's bouncing up and down in the back end like nobody's business. But he's holding off Vickery in 5th. Malak in 6th, and back to Charlie Ball and Danny Harrison. One flag is out, 1 lap to go in the B main. David McAllister and Matthew Hutchison are clear. Manning, Harper, Vickery, Malak. Smoke still coming out of Manning's car. Harper still 4th. He has Vickery for company for the last lap. Down the back straight they go. The first to transfer into the A main. Put your hands together for David McAllister. He's first home. McAllister transfers. So too will Matthew Hutchison, Lindsay Manning, and the ailing Brendan Harper is going to hang on. Brendan Harper is 4th. Matthew Vickery doesn't finish. Terry Malak 6th. Charlie Paul, Alex Cheney, Keel Rosebeard, Danny Harrison, and Selena Jennings rounds out the field.
Righty, Damien, made your way up into the A main. Got the bit of luck you were looking for.
Yeah, well, if you had asked me last night what I thought what I was going to be doing today, and it definitely wasn't this. Yeah, wow. It's all we wanted, just to make the A main.
That's it. You're there now. So very good drive up the front. How are you finding the track?
It's difficult, but I think I've got it nutted now, so I don't think it should change too much between now and later. So yeah, we'll just work on what I've just been doing there and see how we go.
No worries. Well, good luck and good luck in the A main. As they come around, green to the ready, and they're away. It's Sean Denning leading them away. Trevor Perry right around the outside down into turn 1. Perry up high, gets it back under control. Perry showing them all how it's done on the high side. Gets the power down early. Wheeled into turn 3. It's Denning there in second place. The 50 there of Crawford working his way through the field as well. Paul Perry back there, Belinda Shellcraft in as well. But well and truly out in the lead at the moment is the 55 there of Trevor Perry. So it's Perry leading. Got 2 spun around in turn between 1 and 2. But they are away. Trevor Perry leading there from Jason Crawford. Shellcraft back there in 3rd. Paul Perry in 4th. Then we go back to Chris Fowler. Perry with it all wrong up in turns 1 and 2. Trevor Perry having no such trouble up the front. Jason Crawford though following him around. So Perry with a problem lets Crawford catch up to him out of turn 1 or turn 4, heading down towards turn 1 this time. It is Trevor Perry, Jason Crawford, Lisa Shellcraft, Paul Perry. Right around the outside is David Bacon, and Chris Fowler relegated back 1 spot there. Then it is the 52 of Sean Denning bringing up the rear. But up the front is where all the action is. It is the 55 there at Trevor Perry coming under pressure from Jason Crawford. Belinda Shellcraft still holding down a consistent 3rd. Paul Perry back there in 4th. David Bacon, Chris Fowler, and then Sean Denning bringing up the rear. Well and truly under control out in the lead though is the 55. 55 there of Trevor Perry. Jason Crawford the only one showing any sort of resistance. Belinda Shellcraft back in 3rd. But up the front, Perry gets a little bit high up in turn 3 and 4. Gets the big 55 wound up down the front straightaway. Crawford's in there as well. Shellcraft holding out a comfortable 3rd. Paul Perry moving up onto the back of Shellcraft as we come around. But well and truly out in the lead. Coming up on the back markers is the 55 of Trevor Perry. Then we have the 50 of Jason Crawford. Perry moving around the outside there of the 52 there of Sean Denning out of turn 2. Crawford should be Denning down the back straightaway in turn 3 or 4. Crawford on the high side. trying to make his way through around the outside of the 52. Gets the job done down the front straightaway, but well and truly under control. Out in the lead is the 55 of Trevor Perry. Jason Fowler, Jason Crawford, should I say, there, right out against the wall with a problem. Checkered flag out this time. Crawford with a problem down the back straight. So that elevates Belinda Shellcraft up into second. Paul Perry back to third. 2 corners to run. And it is Belinda Shellcraft from Paul Perry, Chris Fowler, and then David Bacon to bring up the rear. Not exactly sure what went on. Getting pushed through to the pits. The late model's out next. So just plug the Winton pace car again, the Barton on the outside. And they're away, it's Parsons and Barton. Edwards back in third. Bell, the 67 there of Vaughan. It's showing them all a clean set of heels at the moment. It is the 10 of Parsons out in the lead. From the 25 there of Barton. Barton back to Edwards. Edwards back to Belk. Then back to Vaughan. Then McPherson. Round the outside of Robertson. The 2 at the front though. It is the 10 of Parsons. Parsons showing them all how it's done. Barton holding down second. Then back to Edwards. Wayne Belk back there in fourth. Then we go back to the 67 there of Steve Vaughan. Vaughan coming under pressure from the other McPherson car. As we come around though, it is Parsons leading away from the 25. Then back to the 12. Belk in the 32. Oh, one hard up against the wall there. Vaughan there coming under pressure from McPherson. Out in the lead. Parsons leading away from Barton. Then back to Edwards in third. Edwards coming under pressure from Belk. But Barton putting the pressure on the 10 up the front at the moment. As they come around. Parsons and Barton up the front, duking it out. Edwards holding down third. Then we go back to Belk. McPherson. Up the front though, it's still the 10. Parsons well and truly out in the lead. Then back to Barton. Back to Edwards. Edwards coming under pressure from Belk. Belk's in there with McPherson. Back to Vaughan. Robertson. Back to the other McPherson car. Got it all under control out at the front though. Is the 10 car. 10 cars got it all in front of the 25 there of Barton. Then Edwards is coming under pressure from McPherson. Belk from Vaughan. Vaughan from Robertson. Robertson. Then back to the 97. And the 31 there of Cornfoot. Showing them a clean set of heels at the moment though is the 10 of Parsons. Got it all under control. The 25 there of Barton. Daniel Barton holding down second. Edwards under pressure from McPherson as they come through turns 1 and 2. Running order hasn't changed at all. from Barton. Back to Edwards. Edwards coming under pressure from McPherson. Bell, Vaughan, Robertson. Then back to the 97 and the 31 of Cornfoot. As the Looters come around, only a couple more laps and they'll put a pass on the back markers. Oh, we've got one right round over here on the back straightaway. It's McPherson. McPherson with it all wrong on the back straight. McPherson gets it back underway. Third position. It's McPherson moves up into third, relegates the 12 there of Edwards back to fourth. Vaughan, Belk and McPherson and Rollins. But out in the lead. It is the 10 of Parsons. Parsons coming under pressure from Barton back there in white flag out that time through. So next time through it will be the 10 of Parsons to pick up the checkered flag. Barton holding down second. McPherson works his way past. Back to Edwards. Yep, the win. Holding down third position is McPherson. McPherson from Edwards. Oh! Edwards gets helped around there. And show your appreciation as he comes round. A big cheer. Cameron Parsons there in the 10. Very good drive from flag to flag as they come round.
They come out of turn number 4. Perfect dispatch. The national final is underway, and Stephen Laidlaw leads them up the main straight the first time, and Trevor Mills is going to make the big move on the outside and hits the front. He goes for position 4 and takes the lead in the national final. Laidlaw back in second place. Rod Massara's gone to third. Stephen Downs has been swapped on the start and has gone back to fourth place. They're coming up to complete the opening lap. Oh, Laidlaw spins! Laidlaw spins. The yellow lights come on. Yellows come on. We've got a restart. Oh my goodness, what drama right at the start. Stephen Laidlaw spins, but had the presence of mind to put the foot into it and go up near the fence. Away and racing. Kane McDermott from Western Australia leads them up the main straight into turn number 1. Mills is there on the inside and Mills is there on the outside of Downs. Jacob goes into second, Trevor to third. Back into Downs in fourth place. On the outside as Rod Massara moves into fifth. So go down into pits bend the first time on the restart. Rod Massara goes to the outside of Trevor Mills. Jacob Mills in second. Steve Downs has gone back to fifth place. The opening lap is done, 39 to go. Daniel Henshaw's up there as well. So go up into the top turn. It's Kane McDermott out front from Jacob Mills in second place. Third place Rod Massara, then Trevor Mills in fourth. Fifth place is Stuart Fawcett. Steve Downs goes back to sixth, then to Daniel Henshaw in seventh. Eighth place would be Chris Pagel. He goes underneath of Henshaw as they move out of turn 3 and 4. 2 laps down and 38 laps to go in the national final for production sedans here at Wahgunyah. Out in front, it's Kane McDermott from Western Australia. He leads by 3 car lengths. There's some people in hospital following him this weekend. And my goodness, they may need to stay there a bit longer if he stays out in front. Jacob Mills in second place. Third place is car number 12, Rod Massara. Fourth is Trevor Mills. Fifth place, Stuart Fawcett. Then in sixth place would be Steve Downs. 3 laps down and 37 laps to go. Out in front came McDermott. McDermott from Western Australia. From New South Wales on his home track is Jacob Mills. From Western Australia, a 2-time winner in Rod Massara. Fourth place is Trevor Mills. Fifth place is Stuart Fawcett. Back into Downs in sixth. Seventh place is Henshaw, then Pagel, Norman and Barklam. That's the top 10. Downs is up to, Burke is up to 11th, and Laidlaw has passed about 5 cars. Also there's the national champion Tim Green. Oh, Green and Laidlaw had contact, and Tim Green's in the fence. The national champion can't take a trick this weekend, and Tim Green is in the wall up there. He went to the outside of Stephen Laidlaw, who got touched from the inside from what I saw, and all of a sudden Tim Green is in the wall, and I have the great feeling that lights are back on. They're away and racing in the national final. Up the main straight they come, and Kane McDermott is the leader. Trevor Mills again looks to the outside, and Trevor Mills drives right round the outside to take the lead. So Trevor Mills on his home track takes the lead from Kane McDermott up in turn 2. It's Mills, McDermott and Mills. Trevor and Jacob are first and third. Kane McDermott second, Fawcett fourth. Back into Henshaw, Pagel in sixth. Downs is in 7th place. 8th place is Brent Norman, then Barklam in 9th. Then come back to Burke, and unfortunately for Wes Barnes, he's tailed right off. He's half a lap behind the leader. Out of Pitts Bend they come again. Trevor Mills is the leader. 2nd place is Kane McDermott. 3rd place is Jacob Mills. 4th place is Stuart Fawcett. Chris Pagel goes underneath of Daniel Henshaw into 5th. Back in 7th place is is Downs. Then the 2 blue cars of Norman and Barklam are running side by side as their race leader comes out of Pitts Bend. Wes Barnes is really in trouble. He's going to be consumed by the field shortly. Into the main straight, out in front, Trevor Mills is the leader. In 2nd place is Kane McDermott. Jacob Mills in 3rd place. 4th place is Stuart Fawcett. A gap to Chris Pagel, as now Jacob Mills moves to the outside of Kane McDermott. Into the back straight they go. McDermott and Mills side by side down into Pitts Bend. It's Jacob Mills on the outside. Kane McDermott's gone in heavily, and Jacob Mills sneaks up the inside in the double crossover. Mills are now 1 and 2. Trevor leads Jacob as Wes Barnes takes the car to the infield. 3rd place is Kane McDermott. 4th place is Stuart Fawcett. Fawcett now goes around the outside of Kane McDermott. McDermott and Fawcett now side by side. Out in front though it's Trevor Mills. Trevor Mills is the leader. Jacob Mills runs wide down there in Pitts Bend. Kane McDermott in 3rd place on the outside, Stuart Fawcett. Another lap put together. 31 laps to go. The yellow lights have come on. And it's for a car that's over in turn number 2. And that car, I'm just trying to pick up who it is. Ray Usher leads Jacob. Kane McDermott 3rd, the green lights are on. Oh, and Henshaw's out. Henshaw's gone to the infield straight away. So head out of turn 1 and 2. And Trevor Mills opens up a lead. Back in 2nd place, Jacob Mills. 3rd place, Kane McDermott and Stuart Fawcett. Back there in 5th place would be the 22 of Chris Pagel as they head up the main straight. Our race leader is Trevor Mills. From Jacob Mills, Kane McDermott, Stuart Fawcett and Chris Pagel. That's the first 5. Downs is 6th. Stephen Laidlaw is up to 7th. Trevor Mills hasn't got away from the field. 5 of them pretty well bunched up into the main straight. And Jacob Mills is chasing Trevor up the main straight from McDermott. Fawcett, Pagel, Downs is 6th, Laidlaw, Barklam is 8th. Back into Norman in 9th place. Behind him is Adam Wilson, Wayne Burke, Damien McAllister. After Damien McAllister would be Rod Massara, then Brendan Harper, Matthew Hutchison, Ray Usher and Matthew Vickery. Into the main straight they come. Still a long way to go, but Trevor Mills has not got away from them. Jacob Mills in 2nd place, Kane McDermott 3rd. He's right there with them. So too is Stuart Fawcett and Chris Pagel. And as I thought, here comes the 3 car. He's coming underneath of Steve Downs. So he's gone to the back and he's now coming up into 6th place, Stephen Laidlaw, underneath of Steve Downs in Pitts Bend. So here comes Jacob Mills now, right up behind Trevor Mills. And Kane McDermott there as well. A good old 3-way stoush up in turn 1. 28 laps to go. In 4th place it's still Stuart Fawcett from Chris Pagel. 6th place is the 2-time national champion who started on pole, went to the rear, and he's back to 6th place. Trevor Mills has got them bunching up behind him with 27 to go. Jacob Mills in 2nd. Kane McDermott right behind him. Then Stuart Fawcett and Chris Pagel. So up the main straight. Back in 6th is Laidlaw. Back in 7th place is Downs. But the lead 5 cars, they're just entering the back straight. 6th place is that of Laidlaw. 7th is Downs. Back then to Barklam, Norman and Wilson. Down into Pitts Bend once again on this massive Wahgunyah track. They'll come up with 26 laps to go. McDermott runs wide out of turn 4. It's still Trevor Mills from Jacob Mills. McDermott looking for a way through. Back there in 4th place is still that of Stuart Fawcett and Chris Pagel. All the while starting to close the gap is Stephen Laidlaw. Back there to Downs in 7th. 8th place is still Barklam, Norman and Wilson. Rod Massara's up to 11th place. It's a race in 5 if it stays this way though. Trevor Mills opens up a 4-car length gap. Jacob Mills still in 2nd place. Right behind him is McDermott, Fawcett and Pagel as they fly up the main straight. 25 laps to go in this marathon race, which is the national title. Laidlaw in 6th. 7th is Downs. They are clear in those positions. Barklam is 8th. Brett Norman is 9th. And he's on the inside of him. Now comes Rod Massara. Massara up to 9th. Into the main straight, another lap put down. It's Trevor Mills. He's clear by 1.1 seconds. Jacob Mills in 2nd place. Kane McDermott has another look. Can't get the job done. Fawcett's there with him, and so too Chris Pagel from Queensland. Back in 6th place, still Stephen Laidlaw. Back in 7th is Downs as they go into Pitts Bend again. They'll come out of turn 4. 23 laps to go in the national final. Up the main track here at Wahgunyah. Out in front, Trevor Mills has got the margin. It's 1 second now, so it's been closed by Jacob Mills. Right behind him is Kane McDermott, as he has been for many laps now. 4th place, Stuart Fawcett. And right behind them, in 5th place is Chris Pagel. Laidlaw in 6th place. Laidlaw can now see them in the same straight as what he's in. He is closing the gap in car 3. Probably needs a stoppage as they move down the main straight. Another one put together. It's still Trevor Mills. 2nd place, Jacob Mills. Kane McDermott 3rd. 4th place up against the fence is Fawcett. 5th place is still that of Chris Pagel. Back in 6th is Laidlaw. No change there. Back into Downs, Barklam, Rod Massara 9th. Brett Norman, then Adam Wilson, Wayne Burke. Then Damien McAllister, Brendan Harper, Matthew Hutchison, Ray Usher and Matt Vickery. Still 17 cars on this massive track. We've done 20, we've done 19, we've got 21 to go. Trevor Mills still in front. 2nd place is Jacob Mills. 3 car lengths back there to Kane McDermott. Stuart Fawcett's under pressure now from Chris Pagel. Down the back straight they go. We are now at the halfway mark as Chris Pagel comes underneath of Stuart Fawcett and goes into 4th place, and Fawcett is blown up. Stuart Fawcett's blown up here in the main straight. He'll be out. The crowd are trying to get him off the track, so Stuart Fawcett may bring on the yellows if he doesn't exit the racetrack. So go up the main straight. Out in front, Trevor Mills the leader. Fawcett up near the fence as Trevor Mills leads Jacob Mills by a car length. Back in 3rd place, Kane McDermott. And Fawcett hasn't got off the racetrack yet. Passing flag is out. Trevor Mills still in front. Jacob Mills ran wide. Kane McDermott right there with him. The yellows have had to come on. Oh! and one of the back markers has hit him. Matthew Vickery, I think, has gone into him. Stuart Fawcett is out of noise, and Matthew Vickery ran into him up in turn 2. Jacob Mills in second, Kane McDermott third. The green lights are back on. Half the race to go. Up the main straight they come. And Trevor Mills is the leader from Jacob Mills. There's the first move. Chris Pagel looking to get underneath the Kane McDermott. McDermott's able to hold third at the moment. And then we've got Laidlaw in 5th place. So they go down into Pitts Bend. Pagel looking to get underneath McDermott. Laidlaw's not going to die wondering. He's immediately going to the outside. Jacob Mills in 2nd place. McDermott right there with him. So too Pagel. And on the outside is Laidlaw. Laidlaw on the outside of Pagel. And Stephen Laidlaw has gone into 4th place. What a drive from the back of the field. And Rod Masaris, the other one, he went to the back. He's in 6th place. This is insane stuff. Trevor Mills still out in front. 18 laps to go. Kane McDermott now looks on the inside of Jacob Mills. Up into turn number 1. Mills holds second. Laidlaw looking for a way through now, and McDermott. Trevor Mills is starting to split the scene. Back to Pagel and Rod Massara. That's the top 6 as they come out of Pitts Bend yet again. They'll come into the main straight. Trevor Mills, your leader. Jacob Mills in 2nd place. Kane McDermott, Laidlaw, Pagel and Rocket Rod Massara. 6 of the top drivers in Australia are running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Rod Massara doesn't want 6th. He looks under Chris Pagel as they go down the back straight now. Out in front, Trevor Mills. The last time around, the margin was 1.2 seconds. Into the main straight they come. 16 laps to go. The margin this time is 0.8 of a second. Jacob Mills closing again. So too is Kane McDermott. Also Laidlaw, Chris Pagel and Rod Massara. The 6 of them all in the back straight. 7th place Paul Barklam, then Brett Norman. Out of Pitts Bend they come again. 3 car lengths is the margin. Trevor Mills to Jacob Mills. Kane McDermott still 3rd. Laidlaw, Pagel and Rod Massara across the line together. Back to Barklam, Norman, 9th is Wilson, Burke, Damien McAllister, Brendan Harper, Matthew Hutchison and Ray Usher. This time around there'll be 14 laps remaining in the national final. Still a long way to go yet. Trevor Mills out in front. Jacob Mills in 2nd. Kane McDermott 3rd. Back then in 4th is Laidlaw, Chris Pagel and Rod Massara. Barklam is 7th, Norman is 8th. Trevor Mills seems to have the answers at this stage. Out of Pitts Bend they come again with 13 laps to go. A baker's dozen remaining in the national final. Trevor Mills' lead is 0.6 of a second. They've eaten another 0.2 out of it. Kane McDermott in 3rd. Chris Pagel now coming back at Laidlaw. Rod Massara looking at both of them. Pagel goes to the inside of Laidlaw. Laidlaw fights off the challenge. Rod Massara goes to the outside of Pagel and on Laidlaw. He might take them both on. He does. Laidlaw in 4th. Rod Massara comes up on the outside. Laidlaw holds 4th at the moment. A dozen laps to go. Trevor Mills still in front. Jacob Mills in 2nd. Back in 3rd place, Kane McDermott. The battle for 4th continues, but they're starting to lose ground to the leaders. Laidlaw, Rod Massara, and in 6th place is Chris Pagel. 11 laps remain for Trevor Mills in one of the longest races you'll ever have in a national title with hardly any stoppages, but the place is so big. Trevor Mills has a handy lead in the conditions. Rod Massara goes underneath of Laidlaw. Rod Massara's back in 4th place. He went to the rear of the field as well. Laidlaw back to 5th. 6th place is Chris Pagel. 10 laps to go in the national final, and Trevor Mills is out in front. Kane McDermott right behind Jacob Mills. They go over to the top turn. They gap back to Rod Massara. Then Laidlaw and Pagel, the 3 of them locked together. Laidlaw back underneath of Rod Massara. Down the back straight they go. They've done this before. into Pitts Bend. Chris Bagel now might go the outside of Laidlaw. He's going to try. Trevor Mills still leads. 9 to go. Look at the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. 3 across the track. Down into turn number 1. After that, in 7th place, still Paul Barklam and Brett Norman. Down the back straight, Jacob Mills hasn't given up a chance of winning the national title. 2 car lengths the margin, and 2 car lengths back to Kane McDermott in 3rd. All the cars are starting to get tired. There's 8 laps to go in the national final. Back to Massara, back to Laidlaw, and back to Chris Pagel. But they've lost a lot of ground, those 3, in 4th, 5th and 6th. Down the back straight they go again. Trevor Mills out in front by 4 car lengths. It closes as they go into Pitts Bend. Jacob Mills in 2nd. Kane McDermott in 3rd place. Back in 4th, Rod Massara, then back to Stephen Laidlaw. 7 to go. 33 laps completed. Everyone is still on the lead lap. Not surprising when the place is so big. Trevor Mills opens up the gap again. Jacob Mills 2nd. 3 car lengths back to Kane McDermott. 4th place is Rod Massara, then back to Laidlaw and Chris Pagel. 6 laps to go. This marathon race, 31 and a half minutes in with only a couple of stoppages. It is still Trevor Mills. Jacob Mills 2nd and Kane McDermott 3rd. That's where the win will come from, you'd suspect. 4th place is Rod Massara. 5th place is that of Stephen Laidlaw, and then Chris Pagel. The rest of them are too far back. There are 5 laps to go. Trevor Mills, Jacob Mills, and Kane McDermott to fight it out. Rod Massara, Stephen Laidlaw are looking to finish on the podium. We take the first 5. Chris Pagel comes under Laidlaw. Up in turn 1 and 2. Laidlaw fights back. Back in 7th place, it's still Brett Norman, Adam Wilson, Wayne Burke, Damien McAllister. Count them down, Wahgunyah, 4 laps to go. Trevor Mills still out in front. Jacob Mills in 2nd, and 3rd is Kane McDermott. Everyone is standing up here at Wahgunyah, looking for a 1-2 for the Millses on their home track. There's a great battle for 4th. Still Rod Massara, just from Laidlaw, and Chris Pagel. It's a blanket go for 4th. A long way back to 7th place of Paul Barklam, then Brett Norman. 3 laps to go. It is Trevor Mills on his way to victory in the national title with just 3 laps remaining. 2nd place, Jacob Mills, then Kane McDermott. 4th place is Rod Massara, Stephen Laidlaw and Chris Pagel. Those 3 are still lumped together as now Laidlaw has another go on the inside of Massara. Down the back straight they go. Our leader will come up with 2 laps to go. The white flag next time around. Trevor Mills leads. Trevor Mills leads Jacob Mills in 2nd. 3rd place is that of Kane McDermott. 4th place is still Rod Massara, then Laidlaw and Pagel. The rest of them are half a lap behind. The next flag is the white one. They are homeward bound in the national final. This is going to be a famous victory. Trevor Mills has 1 lap to go. They're standing and clapping on the fence. It's Trevor Mills and Jacob Mills. Up the main straight, a 1-2. Kane McDermott is 3rd. The place is about to go absolutely ballistic. 4th place, Rod Massara. Laidlaw and Pagel still going at it. Come on, everyone, get up. Trevor Mills is going to win the national title by a car length. Jacob Mills is going to be 2nd. Into the main straight they come. Trevor Mills by a car length on Jacob Mills. Oh, no, just got it. Only just got there. He just got there. Trevor Mills has only just won by 0.1 of a second. Jacob Mills had a go on the inside, didn't quite get there. Kane McDermott 3rd. Rod Massara is 4th. Stephen Laidlaw, Chris Pagel. Back to Paul Barklam, Brett Norman, Adam Wilson, Wayne Burke, Damien McAllister. Brendan Harper is next. And then we had Ray Usher and Matthew Hutchison. Jacob Mills nearly stole it on the line. 0.153 was the winning margin. The total race went 34 minutes, 1.872. It is Trevor Mills, the new national champion. Jacob Mills, Kane McDermott, Rod Massara and Stephen Laidlaw. How about putting your hands together for Stephen Laidlaw? Yes, you just said you blew it yourself. Very lucky, first of all, Steve. Congratulations on starting on pole, but you spun up there by yourself. Very lucky no one hit you, but all credit to you. You got back through the field and finished fifth.
Yeah, certainly did. Just made a mistake and grateful nobody hit me. And look, I really didn't have anything for the top 3 or 4 cars, so they probably would have got me anyway. And fifth's a good result. Very happy. Thanks to me family and brothers and all the rest and sponsors of the car. Without them guys, I wouldn't be racing, and the help that they give me all year round and no matter what happens. So, and special congratulations to Trevor and Jake. Just wonderful to see 1-2 on the conditions. So really pleased for him.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. In fifth place, Stephen Laidlaw. Well, Rod, unfortunately you went to the rear as well, but an awesome drive by you. But you also passed Stephen Laidlaw and finished fourth. You know how hard it is to win these things, and this one was a long one.
Yeah, I went in a bit hot and tagged young Jacob, and I apologise for that. And I was expecting to go rear. That's the name of the game. So it was a mission coming from the back and to get fourth, but to see the 2 Millses 1-2, that's just. You can't ask for much better than that, on the home track and what they've been through. So it's a big credit to them.
And you had your own issues tonight, and a lot of work went into just getting your car out for the final.
Yeah, in our last heat we blew second gear. The boys worked their butts off to get the gearbox back in, but we had a bit of an electrical issue and burnt all the wiring. So basically. I pretty much threw the towel in, but the crew kept working, and can't thank them enough because they done a whole pretty much rewire, and there's a lot of guys to thank, and I'll thank them later with a few beers.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. In fourth place, Rod Massara. In third place, and this is not a bottle of wine, this is a very special trophy representing the area. It's made out of wood, and it's something that I'm sure will take pride of place. Kane, congratulations, third place in the national final. You led for a little while, but then Trevor took you down there in turn number 1, and it was a big move, but you chased them down for the rest of the race.
Yeah, thanks, Jace. I was just saying to Rocket back there, it's an emotional weekend for the Mills family, and you don't mind coming third to those 2 guys, so hats off to them, credit to them. But yeah, it's been an awesome weekend for us. We've travelled a long way. We had a good year last year, and we've had another good year this year. So maybe one day we might get there. And just thanks to all my family and friends that have come down from Victoria to help watch me, and all the people back in home in Western Australia. My old man, he smashes so many hours in his car, and Mick Johnson, he always helps me out in Aussie title, and he had that thing dialed in. So.
A lot of people watching at home, I can tell you also. The car was awesomely quick, but you had a couple of chances maybe to get underneath of Jacob there, but they were both too quick tonight.
Yeah, look, they showed me where the high line was, and they caught me napping, so Jacob drove awesome as well, and good, hard, clean, fast racing.
Any people you'd like to thank?
As I mentioned, Dad's number 1. He's an absolute legend, and Mum, Gab's come over this weekend as well. Mick, all my family, Coatesville family, friends, people that have helped us. Wahgunyah Speedway, their whole committee, they've had an awesome weekend, tough conditions, and we love that track. So many people to thank, all my sponsors, they're all over the car, so just everyone.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen, in third place, Kane McDermott, last year's second, this year.
Did pour water over there before, and I thought lead would have been the longest, but it felt like the longest when I was leading it. But
that was only 30 laps.
Yeah, well, thank God. That was an awesome job by Dad. I couldn't believe it. And all the club and all the crowd, unbelievable. I can't believe it.
A few people you'd like to thank?
Of course, yeah. Rod, Steve-O, Kyle, Ollie, Fiona, their daughter, Jason and Roz, and their family back at home, Helen, your little girl, Gemma, Mum, Jace, everyone, Fitzy, the Hawkins boys back in there, they helped me all last night, and just everyone in the whole crowd. These are unbelievable. Thank you very much.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Our runner-up is Jacob Mills. Well done, Trevor. A great race, a long race, and probably the great passing move up there first of all. Then there was the stoppage, and you had to do it a second time. But that move up there was obviously what sealed the deal.
Yeah, no one was going to go up there. I knew it was there, and that's where I was going to do it. And that's the only place I could really do it. So I just used it to my advantage, and it worked every time. Perfect.
And they all chased you doing the same thing lap after lap, but couldn't pass you.
Yeah, well, luckily, I got in front enough so they didn't know what I was doing. Normally, I do that, and then I get put back, and then they didn't know what I'm doing, but that was all right that time.
You had some bad luck last night. You felt the wrath of the stewards. Not tonight. You had the good luck on your side. There was a couple of early stoppages, but then the race went for a long, long period of time.
Yeah, it did actually. I was surprised, and I think that last stoppage, I think we did about 20 laps. I think on the last, and it felt like 20 laps too. But yeah, no, I just yeah, Brenton was there with me all the way. Just that silly bastard should have been here to see this. Me and Jake, but he's been watching for sure. He was with me all the way.
Of all the titles I've called, and I've called a lot now, I've never seen so many people hanging from the fence up there cheering you on lap after lap.
Yeah, it's strange for around here, but no, sorry guys. Thank you. No, I had a lot of people following me here tonight, and it was awesome, and I'm glad I didn't let them down. Thanks, guys. And
there's a few people you'd obviously like to thank. Awesome weekend for yourself.
Oh no, yeah, I'd like to thank all my crew, and especially Rod Millthop, who's helped me, been out with me the last 4 weeks. That was a bare shell 4 weeks ago, and we just busted our ass every night, drank a fair bit of grog, but anyway, we got the job done. We must have done every nut and bolt up because nothing fell off. The car's really good out of the box. Awesome to see Jake, and Jake's old Dunga, he blew it up a couple of weeks ago, and I told him to go down the back and pull the motor out of a car, and we pulled it to bits and cleaned it up and slapped it back together. No need to pull that one down, she just did piston slapping that one. And mine's about the same. Mine's got new pistons in it, but it's all good. I had to put new ones in mine, I had to beat him. Yeah, no, I'd just like to thank Helen and all the crew, like everyone that's helped me and follows me and helped me out. It's just awesome. I've been trying 25 years to win this mongrel thing, and I'm just glad I did it.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, straight from the horse's mouth, 25 years of trying. There's been a lot of ones you could have won, but you haven't, but tonight it was definitely your night.
Yeah, no, I've been trying modifieds for years. I've got seconds and thirds and all sorts of things. I won heaps of titles, but I just couldn't crack this one tonight, and I'm glad to do it on my home turf. Thank you.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Mills, your new national champion, our top